So what's the Iranian mindset behind all this? What's motivating the country to spread itself like a blanket over this region? I put that question to Dr. Doga Eralp, who teaches in the School of International Service at the American University right here in D.C. Professor, would you say today that Iran's regional power is on the rise or the decline?
I would be able to say yes. Iran's influence in its near abroad, meaning the immediate Middle Eastern neighborhood, is definitely on the rise. Iranian influence is very much at play in places such as Lebanon, Syria, Iran, obviously Iraq, Yemen, and this definitely poses a certain level of threat perceptions by likes of Saudi Arabia, Israel, and obviously the US.
So when you look at the proportionality of Muslims worldwide, about 85%, we're told, are Sunni Muslims. Iran has a big interest in spreading their ideology, their power. How difficult is that, in your estimation, in the Middle East?
Well, when you look into it, Iranian overall drive for political influence is not necessarily through Shiism, but rather active Islamist politics. So Islamist politics translates more into creating social political mobility through different Islamic organizations. And obviously, they find their most influence across the Shia populations.
Do you think that Iran has a tougher road to hoe in order to get their ideas and their power out there?
There's an overall Iranian strategy on siding with those who are, let's say, critically and politically suppressed, and provide political, military, and other social forms of support to such groups to become important political players in and every aspect of political, and I would also argue in conflict processes.
Is the end goal just sheer raw power?
Yes, it actually is a part of a larger, let's say, Game of Thrones or power play, but obviously carried out within a larger Iranian political, let's say, strategy supported by different elements such as Shia Islam.
As we've seen Saudi Arabia's new crown prince say, women are going to be able to drive. We are reopening cinemas. We are having a more moderate form of Islam have a resurgence in this country. Do you think that will in any way affect life in Iran or what's expected to happen there over the next generation?
Comparing to other countries in the Middle East, when you look into the status of women, especially in Saudi Arabia, Iran is in a much more advanced stage. And obviously, Iranians do not like such comparisons, and that's also another interesting phenomena. Iranians consider themselves as non-Arab, so they obviously have their own traditions and also their own matriarchal ways of seeing the world. So we always need to kind of, I think, emphasize that major distinction.